So here we go with the second half of the first four game between Belmont Bruins and Temple Owls. The halftime score 31-33 in favour of Belmont, and Belmont have the ball with the possession arrow. So the second half starts and the pass goes to McLean and he will shoot. 65 is a miss, so McLean is second of the game. He misses. The rebound is out of bounds and the offense will take it. Pass goes to McLean. McLean over to Hopkins, and Hopkins then passes to Murphy, who must shoot, and 38. So we've got 37 minus 6 is 31 to come off that. That's far too low. So Murphy shoots and misses. Rebound. It goes to the defensive centre and they're on a fast break. Temple A 17. SG scores. So Nick Pierre-Louis gets the 2-pointer. And that ties the game up. It's the first time they've been tied since the first score of the game. And Belmont come away with the ball. Visitors, small forward, McLean must sit out. So looking for a small forward. They don't have one, so we're going to bring Sabine in, and who will play at the forward position. Pass to choice 16, they don't have anybody. So they pass it to the highest, who is Mazinski. He's on 3 penalties so far. He runs down the court with it and passes to Sabine, who will then consult the Z chart again, and the centre, Mazinski, must sit out. So now brings Adelsberger in. Pass over to the small forward Sabine. He will have to shoot. Clock's running out. 44. Let's have a look at the number. 31 minus 1, so 30. That's down to 50 and 49. So 44 is good, and Sabine hits the 2-pointer and restores the 2-point lead to Belmont. Waddington is fouled in the act of shooting. 54. We don't have 54 on the court, so it's Sabine who takes the first penalty, and that is the first foul of the period. Did he score? 84. He did not, so it's going to be a two free throws for Waddington. His free throw rate is 83. First one is missed. Second one is missed, so he misses them both. The rebound, highest offensive rebounder. So that will be Aflakpui. It's not got any easier. Aflakpui, and he will shoot 100. He'll miss that. Aflakpui misses that shot, so there's another rebound down to the defensive centre, Adelsberger, who will then go on a fast break. 27, they're using column C. 27 is the centre scores, so Adelsberger gets a 2-pointer, and 37-33, 4-point lead now restored to Belmont over Temple. Remember, Maryland await the winners of this in the first round proper of the March Madness, the round of 64. So the pass goes to Pierre-Louis, and he's travelling. He travels and turns the ball over. So Belmont come up again, and Hopkins is fouled in this act of shooting. And 83, he's not on the court, so it will be Alston Jr. who takes the first foul, and that's his 4th foul of the game. Hopkins, did he score? He did not. So Hopkins will get 2 free throws. He is a 96 free throw attempt and gets the first one. And the buzzer goes, and Alston is going to come off, and we're looking for a point guard. And that will be Alani Moore who comes in. And Quinton Rose is going to come in at small forward too. So 2 out. And the second shot is good. So just like that, the lead has stretched out to 6. And Temple pick up the ball. There's the 2-mate mark. So Alani Moore going down the court with the ball, passes it over to Quinton Rose, who then throws it to San Luis, who must shoot 20. So is an 8. That is good. So San Luis' second bucket of the second half, and the score is now 39-35 as the Bruins begin moving up court. Murphy goes down court, passes the ball to Sabine, who runs further down the court, and he will shoot 33, and he will hit the bucket. So Sabine gets his second basket of the period. Temple need to get back into this game. Pierre-Louis, an offensive foul, and the foul is 23, and that is JP Moorman, his second of the game. Temple's second of the period, and they turn the ball over. Adelsberger picks up the pass, and he passes it to Windler, who then throws the ball over to Nick Hopkins. He must shoot, and he's fouled in the act of shooting, and the foul is 33, and that is Aflakpui. Picks up his third. Did he score? 17. Yes, Hopkins hits the basket, and again, just like in the first half, Belmont beginning to put a score up. Hopkins has the free throw, 55, and that is good. So Hopkins 3 of 3 from the free throw line in the second period, 44-35. And just like that, that 2-point gap has gone to a 9-point gap. Aflakpui picks up the ball, passes it to Moorman. Moorman runs down the court, and he's going to shoot 52, and he's going to miss. So Moorman misses. Defense out of bounds, defensive team rebound, so the ball goes out of bounds off the rebound, defensive team rebound, and Belmont again begin their attack. Windler has the ball. He's looking to pass it to Murphy. who then passes the ball to Hopkins, and Hopkins will shoot. He must shoot. 51 is a miss, so Hopkins, that's his 10th attempt of the game. The rebound goes to the offensive centre, who is Adelsberger, and he will shoot. 84, blocked by PF if he's a B6, and he is not, so Adelsberger misses that field goal attempt. And then on the rebound, he's fouled in the highest guard. 10, 7, 15, 17. So Nate P.S. Louis picks up the ball. And so that's a defensive rebound for Pierre Louis. And Temple begin the fight, try and begin the fight back. And that's at the 4-minute mark. So Waddington and Alston have done their 2 minutes. So has Nasuski and McLean. So Alani Moore is coming out. Sabine is coming out. And I think they're going to leave Adelsberger in. At centre, she's playing very well. So here we go. So the pass goes over to Quinton Rose. And he is fouled in the act of shooting, and he's fouled by 97. Who is not on court, so McLean picks up that foul, and that's the 3rd foul by McLean. 2nd team foul for Belmont. Did he score? 4, unless PD is a B3, which he is, so he would have blocked the shot, but he fouled him in doing the block, so that's going to be 2 shots to Quinton Rose. 2 free throws. He is 69. The first one is good. The second one is not, so he gets the first one. And the rebound off the second one, highest guard, so we know that's San Luis. And we will begin another attack. So San Luis takes the ball up the court, passes it to Alston. Alston then passes it back to San Luis, who takes the shot. 36, and that is good. So San Luis again hits the basket. So it's 3 of 3 in this period, and the score now 44-38 as Belmont pick up possession, and the ball goes to Adelsberger. Adelsberger quickly sends it back to Murphy. Grayson Murphy looks up and passes to Nick Hopkins, who must shoot, and Hopkins 69 is going to miss, so that's his 11th attempt and he's missed it. And the rebound is an offensive rebound. It's a team rebound out of bounds. And so from the sideline, Belmont, defensive foul. The foul is 13. And that is Pierre Louis. Keep thinking, wanted to call him San Luis. And that's the 4th foul by Temple in this half. So sideline ball. And the pass goes to Windler. Windler looks up and passes it over to Murphy. Murphy swings the ball out to Hopkins, who must shoot. 22, 47. Let's look at the numbers. So it's 22 minus 1 is 21. And then plus 5 is 26. So we've got to take 26 off, which is 21. And the number is 22. So he misses it. Hopkins misses. And the rebound goes to the high center. 10 added to the defense, and so defensive rebound for Aflaq Pui, who started this game at power forward. So Aflapui over to Alston. Alston then switches it back to Quinton Rose, who will shoot, and it's a 3-point shot. 23. 23 is good. Fouled by small forward if the shooter's FD is greater than 6, and the shooter's FD is. So this is a 4-point play. So a 3-pointer by Quinton Rose is good. And there will be a foul by the small forward, who is McLean, and that's his 4th. And so McLean is going to come out, and we're looking for a small forward, which I don't think we've got. So Hollander is going to come in and play small forward. Quinton has 69 for the free throw, and it is good. So just like that, the score is suddenly down to a 2-point game again, 44-42, and Belmont pick up the ball. The pass goes to Hopkins. Consult the Z, and the Z says visiting point guard must come out. So Hopkins is going to come out, and we're looking for a point guard. So Kunkel is going to come in. Passes over to the point guard. So Kunkel has the ball. He runs down the court with it, and he's travelling. So the ball is turned over. Pass goes to Aflapui, who can shoot. 18, and that is good. And Aflapui has tied the score at 44. So Temple now putting the pressure on. Hollander has the ball. Looks across and gives it to Kunkel. And Kunkel will run down the court with it and will shoot. And it's a 3, which is going to be good enough. And he's fouled by the centre of his FD is greater than 2, which it is. So Kunkel will get the 2 points and a free throw. And the centre, Aflapui, makes the foul. That's his 4th foul. And we're going to have to look at bringing him off. Who can we put in as centre? Derek Sabine is going to come in at 6'9". He's going to take the centre role. So he will need an extra 2 minutes to finish his. Adelsberger doesn't, because he's not one of the starters, so he can just move back to there. And the free throw from Kunkel, who is an 89, and it is good. So Kunkel brings the score 47-44, and the ball is back with Temple. So ball goes to Moorman. Moorman looks up and passes the ball to Pierre-Louis, and Pierre-Louis runs down the court, drives to the basket, lane violation, voice, free throw, team timeout. So lane violation, and Temple take a timeout. So they will look at their line while I'm here. Who do we have that can come in at centre? Flatpool is going to come out. Damien Moore is going to come in. Pass goes to Sabine. Stays with him. Runs down the court. Passes over to the point guard Kunkel, who must shoot. 75, that's too high, so Kunkel will shoot and miss. And the rebound will go to the highest point guard, +4 to the defense. So that is going to go to Alston with the defensive rebound. And he passes over to Moorman. Moorman looks up and passes to Quinton Rose, who moves it on to Alston. Alston will drive to the basket and shoot, and 2, and he will get the basket. First one is made in the game. 47-46 to Belmont. And the ball goes over to Grayson Murray, who will shoot a 3-pointer. 92, and that's way out. So Murray, his first 3-pointer, and it's missed. A rebound, offensive power forward Windler, who will take the ball and pass it out to Murray, building up another attack. Murray back to Windler. Windler will shoot, and it's 6 blocked if he's a B12, and he's not a B12, so Windler hits the 2. And 49-46 is now the score. Temple coming up the court with Alston Jr. Consult the Z. Visitor point guard Kunkel must come out. So Mayanik will come in. Alston continues down the court, passes it over to San Luis, who will drive to the basket and shoot, and 81 is too high, so he'll miss that. The rebound will come to the power forward Mormon, who will start a new attack. Consult the Z. Home team shooting guard must rest. So Temple will call a timeout. So all these guys that Affleck Pui can now happily come back into the game. I think we're going to bring Mormon out. San Luis must rest as well. So I want a power forward and a shooting guard. So Vondre Perry is coming in. And Quinton Jackson is also coming in. And that will complete the moves that we need to make. The swaps we may need to make. The rest is up to how we manage to stay in. Hopkins Windler must come out at some stage, but it doesn't have to be straight away. These 3 are now available again. No, that one's just gone out, hasn't he? Kunkel. Hopkins will come back in at point guard. Okay, and we'll sit out a bit longer. So Temple have the ball, and it's with Alston. Alston is fouled in the act of shooting by 50, which is Sabine. So Sabine gets his 4th foul, and that is the 4th foul by Belmont. They're going to keep Sabine in. Did Alston score? 5 blocked by PD if he's a B6, and he's not, so Alston did score. and the extra free throw could tie the game up, and it does. So Alston's free throw ties the game at 49-49, and Belmont take over. Line violation, and the violation is by Grayson Murphy. So a chance for Temple to take being the lead for the first time in this game. Ball goes to Alston. Alston has his choice of players, and so we'll move it to Aflaq Pui. Consult the Z chart. Technical foul against the visiting coach. So the technical foul will be taken by Hopkins. He's a 96, so he's going to hit it. So Hopkins, that's his 8th point off a free throw line, and they get the ball too. So the ball goes to the small forward, Hollander. Hollander runs down the court with it. He then passes it to Sabine, who must shoot. And there's an air ball by Sabine. So the rebound is the highest PF at 8 to the defense. So that is 33 and 16. It's still going to be Wendler or Windler, whichever way you want to look at it. So an offensive rebound by Windler or Windler, and he will then pass to Sabine. Sabine will look up, but there's a defensive foul, and that foul is by 68, who is not on the court. So it's Aflaq Pui, and that will be him fouled out, and it now means that Temple are up to 6 fouls, and so the bonus will now start to apply. Bonus shots, the one-on-ones, and so Adelsberger comes in. Sorry, wrong player, wrong team. Aflaq Pui comes out. So we're looking for a centre. Damien Moore looks like he's going to get some court time. So sideline ball. Windler has a shot, and it's a 3-pointer. Fouled by his PD. 13, fouled by foul number first, then PD. Right, so it's fouled. So it's a 3-pointer. And he's fouled by 46. Who is not on the court, therefore it's Perry. Devondre Perry gets his 2nd foul. Did he get the 3-pointer? We're looking at 43. We're looking at 39, and he did not, so he missed it. So it's going to be 3 throws, three free throws for Windler, and his number is 85. First one is good, second one is good, third one is good. So just like that, the score has gone to 53-49, and the ball is with Temple. Devondre Perry has the ball, switches it over to the point guard Alston, who then runs down the court with it and will shoot 14, and that shot is going to be good. So Alston shoots, makes it, and brings it to 53-51. That's the end of the pack, so I've got to shuffle them again. We're 10 minutes through, 10 more minutes to play. I'll be back shortly once we've sorted out the deck to finish off this game. So here we go with the final 10 minutes. We've just had a basket, 53-51 to Belmont over Temple. So the same difference as was at the start of the game, and everybody's available now for Temple, and we're going to bring Windler out. He's the last one, so we want to power forward. So we're going to move Sabine to power forward, and we're going to bring in Masinski. So here we go, and it's Belmont who has the ball. So the point guard Hopkins is going down the court, and he passes the ball over to Sabine, who has the shot. 41, and that is good. So Sabine, his third 2-point bucket of this period. 55-51, and Temple take over on the end line. Ball to Alston, and there's a line violation by Devondre Perry. Gives the ball back to Belmont, and on the ball coming in there's a defensive foul. 94, is he on the court? No, he isn't. Therefore it's Devondre Perry, his third, and that is a bonus, so we're 1-1. So Sabine is 60, his first one is good. That's his first free throw attempt. The second one is missed. So the rebound, highest PF had 10. So 22-16, that makes him 26, which gives it back to Devondre Perry, and Temple have the ball. Perry is going up the court, continues to drive up the court, then he can pass to choice of anybody with an 8, so that's going to be Quinton Rose, who will shoot. 32, that's 47 minus 4, so Quinton Rose scores. That's his first bucket that he's made in this game. First 2-point. He made a 3-pointer in the first period, in the second period actually, second half. So Hollander takes the ball, and he moves it over to Masinski. Masinski, who was in foul trouble very early and missed a big proportion there, then passes it to Sabine, who looks up and passes it to Murphy. Murphy will shoot. 25, and he's got 6 and 16, so that's 10 off, so that's 45 and 44, so it's good. Murray scores a 2-pointer, and it becomes 60-51, 9-point lead now. Temple need to close this down. The shooting guard Jackson goes up the court for Temple, looks around and finds Quinton Rose, who will shoot. 48, he will shoot and he will miss. So the rebound will come to the highest PF with 4 added to the defense, and so that will be Sabine. Sabine with the defensive rebound, and he runs up the court, drives all the way, then he lays it off to Hollander. Hollander looks up and passes it to the point guard Hopkins, who will shoot. 12, and that is good. Hopkins pushes the score to 62-51, and now the gap is beginning to widen. And to add insult to injury, there's a line violation by Quinton Rose, gives the ball back to Belmont, and Hollander drives down the court and is fouled in the act of shooting by 76, who is Quinton Jackson. His second, Temple's 8th of the half, and did Hollander score? 64, no he did not, so he'll take 2 shots. His free throw is 40, not a very good score. He misses the first one, and he gets the second one. So 63-51, a 12-point lead now for Belmont. The ball passed over to the shooting guard, Quinton Jackson, who dribbles down the court with it, then looks up for his player of choice, who will be Damien Moore, who must shoot 100 air ball. So Damien Moore's first shot doesn't even hit the rim. And it's the highest offensive rebounder who comes down with it. In fact, it shouldn't really, because that's a 25-second violation. And therefore, Belmont picked the ball up. Mazinski runs down the half court with the ball and passes it to Hopkins. Hopkins advances into the forward court and tries to shoot, drives in and gets fouled in the act of shooting by 44, who is Devondre Perry. That's his 5th foul, and that will put double bonus. But did Hopkins score? He did. And the extra is good too. So all of a sudden, this game has blown wide open. Belmont have really given Temple a working over in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and they've built up a 15-point lead. So Devondre Perry has the ball. Consult Z. Visitors point guard must rest. So Hopkins is coming out, and we're looking for a point guard. Mayonik is coming in. Passes to the centre, Damien Moore, who then can pass to his choice, and he's going to look. He has to pass because it's a pass, and therefore Devondre Perry is going to get the ball. He must shoot 31. He's 48, but we have 16, 14 to come off that. That is 34, and then 133, so it's good. Devondre Perry scores, and that's his first basket from open play, and we're 65-53. Consult Z. Visitors power forward must rest, so Sabine is going to come off, which is fine because Windler will come back in. Everybody now has completed their time that they need to, and here we go. So Windler gets the ball and he passes it to Murphy. Murphy dribbles down, drives into the basket, and does he score? 37? No, he does not. He's going to miss that because of the restriction on the forced pass. So the shot goes up, hits the rim, and 2 people come down. It's a jump ball, so Temple will take it on the possession arrow. So can Temple start to come back in this game? The point guard, Alston, takes the ball, and he's going to try a 3-pointer. 65, he misses, so Alston the 3-point shot and a miss. The rebound is the defensive shooting guard, and it's a fast break, which is a C, 56. So it's just a normal advance, and the point guard gets the ball. Mayonik looks for the power forward Windler. Windler then hits it over to Mazinski, who has a shot, 23, and is fouled as well. So Mazinski hits the basket, and is fouled, and the foul is by 61. And 61, is he on the court? He's not, so that's Damien Moore. Picks up his first foul of the game, and we're looking at 78, and it's 93, so he misses the free throw. And the rebound, highest rebounder on the court, and that will be, we've got a 23 on Temple and 20 and a 33 on Windler for Belmont, and he will shoot 33, and that is good. Windler adding insult to injury there, and it's 70 points to 53 now. Ball comes over to Quinton Rose. Quinton Rose runs down the field, drives in to the basket. In fact, he's going to stop short of the free throw line, and he's going to have a shot, 43, and he misses. Quinton Rose misses on a three-pointer. Hits the rim, comes back out, and Windler picks it up for a fast break. 42 is a normal. Defense gets back, and so Belmont start to build again. Ball is passed over to Hollander. Hollander then throws it out to Mernick, and Mernick gives it back to Hollander, who will shoot, and Hollander will score, and they're now beginning to rack up the points. And Temple call the timeout. So San Luis is going to come back in. Andre Perry's going to come out. Hamilton is going to come in. Got to really put our big guns on the court if we can. And here we go. Alston has the ball, and he will shoot a three-pointer. 49, he's going to miss. The rebound is going to go out of bounds off the rim, so it's going to be an offensive rebound. And Belmont begin to build again. Mernick passes it to Mazinski. And Mazinski, then we've got to consult the Z. The visitor's power forward must rest, so Windler comes out. But I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. Sabine comes in. Passes over to the small forward, who will then have to shoot. 8 blocked if he's a B13, which he is not. And 8 is good. Hollander makes the basket, and we're now at 74-53. And it looks like Temple have given up. Point guard Alston has the ball, and there's a defensive foul, and that is 22, and that's Hollander. Hollander with his second foul, and only the 5th team foul deep into this second half, so they can't even get them on free throws. Alston has the ball. He switches over to San Luis. Pierre Louis. I want to change that guy's name to San Luis. I keep calling him that. Pierre Louis then passes it to Hamilton, who will shoot, and he will hit the basket. So Justin Hamilton, his first shot of the game. 74-55, and Belmont has the ball. Defensive foul. 9. That's Quinton Rose. Quinton Rose's first foul of the game, but he does bring up 2 shots for Sabine, as we're in the double penalty. 60 is the number. So the first one is good, the second one is good, and that just piles on even more misery. And as we move up the field, there's a defensive foul the other way, and this is 42. He's not on there, so Sabine will take the penalty and he will foul out. And that puts Belmont into the penalty situation. So we're looking for a power forward. Wildler can come in because we've just had an end of time of rest period. So he'll come in. So the shooting guard, Pierre Louis, he's looking around, looking for Damien Moore, and Damien Moore drives into the basket and shoots 22, and that is good. So that's his first basket, his first points of the game. He's going to play centre the rest of the game because our main centre is gone, of course. Like Pui. So point guard Manic has the ball. He passes over to Murphy, and Murphy's fouled in the act of shooting, and he's fouled by 4, who is Alston, and that will foul Alston out. Did he score? No, he did not. So it's going to be a two shots for Murphy. And we're looking for a point guard. Alani Moore comes in. This is not the time to be fouling out. First shot is good. Second shot is good. (78-57), and we're back with Temple. Pierre Louis drives to the basket and is fouled, by 29, who is not on the court, so Grayson Murphy takes the foul. Did he score? No, he did not, so we're at a one-on-one situation. So Nate, Pierre Louis, his first free throw attempt, 68 we're looking at, 74 is missed, and the rebound is the highest guard, who is Pierre Louis, so he gets the ball back on the offensive rebound, and he gets a shot, and he's fouled again in the act of shooting. This time he's fouled by 52, who's not on the court, so it's Grayson Murphy again, and that will Grayson Murphy will be out of the game. So we want a shooting guard. Benkert is coming in, and we have a one-on-one for Pierre Louis. 68-28, that is good. And the second one, 78 is not, it's missed, so a rebound off that is the offensive small forward, Hollander. Hollander looks up and passes to the point guard, Manic. Manic switches the ball to Benkert, and Benkert drops the ball off to Windler in the shooting area. He will shoot and he will make the basket. Windler pushes the score to 80-58 now, and Temple have just fallen flat in this second half. Terrible performance, really. Pierre Louis, and he passes that over to Hamilton. Hamilton then drives towards the basket and shoots, and he scores, fouled by the centre if his FD is greater than 2, and it is, so Justin Hamilton gets the basket and the extra shot, the free throw attempt, and it's 52, and he gets it. So the score becomes 80 to 61, 19 points difference. And Manek has the ball. Manek driving down the court with it. Looks up, doesn't see anything, so he switches it over to Hollander, who then shoots, and the shot is good. And Hollander does in one shot what it's taking Temple to do in 2 free throws. And that's the reason for this disastrous second half. Damian Moore has the ball and he's going to shoot as we come into the last 2 minutes of the game. 63, and even that's not working for him because we've got to take 4 off of his 66, which is 62, so Damian Moore misses. Highest PF, add 3 to the defence. So Windler will pick up the ball, switch it out to the shooting guard Benkert, who will go for a 3-pointer, 17, and that is good. So Benkert, just a bit more salt rubbed into the wound, hits a 3, 85 to 61, and it's been a procession in this second half. Alani Moore has the ball, switches it over to Damian Moore, who then can pass it to his choice, who will be Hamilton, who will shoot. 8-2, and that would just not go anywhere near. Hits the rim, comes back out, and the shooting guard Benkert picks up the ball for a fast break, and 6 on a fast break is the point guard Manek scores. So 2 more, so we're up to 87-61 now. And it's just been a drubbing in this second period. So the point guard takes the ball, Alani Moore. He runs up the court with it, and then he double dribbles. I'm going to bring Alani Moore off, and we're going to put Quentin Jackson in. Mormon's going to come in and play centre, but it's just a desperate situation here. Pass to the choice. He's going to pass that to Hollander. Hollander then switches it over to Windler, who will shoot. 98, he will miss. It's an air ball, so turnover to Temple. Temple visitors power forward. Windler has to take a break. So Hollander will move to power forward. And McLean will come back in at small forward just to finish the game off if he doesn't foul. So the point guard Quentin Jackson takes the ball. He runs up the field with it, dribbles up the field, switches it over to Justin Hamilton, who shoots, and he misses. The rebound is the high centre, which will be Mazinski, who gets an offensive rebound. He will switch it over to McLean. McLean will switch it to Hollander. They're not even going to try and foul to stop the clock because there's no point. And Manek will get the shot. Manek shoots, misses. He's fouled by PD if his number is greater than 11. It's not. So the rebound is the highest SG, and that will be Nate Pierre-Louis gets the defensive rebound. he will send it across to Quinton Jackson, who will run up the field and he will shoot, and he'll shoot and he'll miss, and so the game is over. And what was first looking like Belmont were going to run away with this game in the first half, and then Temple closed right back on them, but in the second period Temple just fell apart. So let's have a look at the points. We've got the final score of Belmont 87 and Temple 61. So what that will do, will mean Belmont will move into the round of 64. The points then, 14 and 9, 23 for Nick Hopkins, 2 for McLean, 6 for Mazinski, 10, 13, 17 for Windler, 4, 7 from Grayson Murphy, 4 for Adelsberger, 3 for Benkert, 8, 9 for Hollander, 3 for Kunkel, 2 for Manek. Peterson didn't score any, I don't think he got on the court. 6, 9 for Sabin. For Temple, 6, 8 for Alston, 2 for Waddington. Quinton Rose got 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10. Aflakpui got 10. Moorman, 6, got 8. Pierre-Louis got 9. Justin Hamilton, 5. Quinton Jackson, 4. Keshgagian got 4. They've got 3. None for Alani Moore, 2 for Damien Moore, and 2 for Devondre Parry. So hope you enjoyed that game. Thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. Please leave a comment, and hopefully we'll be back with another game From the March Madness at a later date.